What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. You guys can probably already tell it is going down. Just by that title alone, you guys are definitely gonna want to see this one. As we got that woke bishop, Mary Ann Budde, back at it again, guys. She's refusing to apologize to Donald Trump and instead issuing a very concerning message in this newest update, guys. I'm excited to get into it. So we're gonna hop straight into it. Just make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Before we even get into it, you guys hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button for your boy. And without further ado, let's get straight into it, y'all. Check this one out.
In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families. Some who fear for their lives. The vast majority of immigrants are not criminals. I ask you to have mercy, Mr. President, on those in our communities whose children fear that their parents will be taken away.
So that plea from a D.C. bishop mid-prayer service triggering a firestorm from the Trump administration. Despite President Trump demanding an apology over the sermon, the Reverend Marianne Edgar Budde telling Time magazine she won't be saying she's sorry. Fox News contributor Bill McGurran with us now. And Bill, good morning to you. Here's Time magazine. She went on The View. That was a strange
That's a tell.
move. Yeah.
I was gonna say, guys, her going on The View says it all. You gotta think what type of activity, the hatred, just the negativity that goes on The View. We already know what she's about. She's just trying to get her face out there, get widespread media coverage. I mean, why else would she go against the nation on this? I mean, all the things she was speaking on and trying to slam down on Donald Trump for, what the nation voted for, it just doesn't make sense to me unless she wanted this type of media coverage.
View. That was a strange
That's a tell.
move. Yeah. Time magazine, are you hoping to inspire others to push back against President Trump's policies? She said, I'd love to have people present another alternative, yes, and to bring compassion and breath into our public discourse. Well, I guess on that last point, she accomplished that.
Right. I agree with Dana. It was a tell that she went on The View. Look, everything unfolded the way she wanted to. This is not a prayer service. Dana, were you at the Bush's second inaugural prayer service?
I believe so.
We sat through a lot of these kind of events, and they're gracious events. They're good for the country. Many different clergymen get up to speak. This was designed to invite the president in, hold him and his family and his vice president hostage, and to get what you just showed on the screen. You have the president and his team and their faces while this woman is insulting them from the pulpit. It was designed to insult him publicly in front of the whole nation, and it succeeded. I think if she had these concerns, she might have given him a letter for privately, but I think this is a stunt.
Yeah, and that proves it, because when she went on The View, she said this. Watch her here.
How could it not be politicized? I was trying to speak a truth that I felt needed to be said, but to do it in as respectful and kind a way as I could. And also to bring other voices into the conversation, which voices that had not been heard in the public space for some time.
And what's interesting,
she is so lost. Like I said, guys, the nation spoke out. Those things that she was trying to slap Donald Trump on, everyone voted for this. That's why when she got up there and everyone just was outraged, it's because this is what we want.
is, she's talking, and one of the things she talked about was immigrants, and she said she had a very narrow view of the type of immigrant in our country. But then, the people also who didn't have a voice for a long time are the victims' families.
Right.
And that you just saw a bipartisan passage of the Laken-Riley Act. That was the first bill that was passed under President Trump.
And you can have a conversation about all this, but it's not to be done from the pulpit. These are all secular concerns. Nothing about the gospel of Jesus Christ, as far as I can see. It was all political stunt, and now she's on a victory tour of TV saying, I'm not going to apologize. And it's really quite extraordinary, and it's just insulting. And I don't see how that advances your side.
There was another way to do this. She could have expressed her feelings about this and her concerns, and she could have also expressed her concerns for the families of the victims, whether it's Lake and Riley,
Right.
you know, passed on the same day, or that beautiful 12-year-old girl in
Jocelyn
Houston.
Ngari.
Thank you. Or her family. You know, we pray for the strength of those families to get over these most challenging times.
That would be
like
the
par for
humanitarian
the course
view.
in church.
Yeah, that would.
Now, we want to talk about speaking for the voiceless. I didn't hear one time go up there and speak about the unborn. I mean, this lady, she was on a mission, like I said. She knew exactly what she was doing. She wanted this to be her claim to fame, her moment to shine, but it backfired all in her face.
Of course in church.
Yeah, that would be the humanitarian way and the nonpartisan way to do it. But I think she's an activist.
She leads a church that very much does this every
Right.
Sunday. This is not a new thing. And it's not just her. These are the pastors of this church do it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a member of that church, so I have
That's why they should have gone to the Catholic church.
Yeah.
That would have been where's the shrine up there in
or
Catholic
St.
University.
Matthew's,
Sure.
the Basilica, or
Basilica, sure.
or St. Matthew's.
But it was
look,
a
it was a
shame.
deliberate choice. They took a man, the president, and when he was hostage, just sitting in his seat, and they put the TV cameras on him and had her issue the stream of political statements.
Bill McGurn, thank you.
Yo, there we have it, guys. That bishop has actually gone insane. We can see that she has turned full activist, or I don't know, maybe she was that from the jump. But she's doing a world tour of all these shows, stopping at The View first. That tells you all you need to know about what her goal was. Turn a prayer service into a lecture service of Donald Trump, his VP, J.D. Vance. It's sad to see there is no separation of church and state. This lady, there's a time and a place. She was only up there to read a prayer during the National Prayer Service. She took her time, opportunity, and lectured Donald Trump, lectured our nation on the things that we voted for. I mean, she's speaking on the voiceless. Think about all the folks that have been victims of these crimes. Widespread crimes, these illegal migrants, they're dumping their insane asylums, their jails, their prisons into our country. God knows who. These guys are all going unvetted, unchecked. And she's trying to defend them. I just can't get behind that whatsoever. And she oughta knew she was going to get this type of, outrage from the nation when over 75 million folks voted for Donald Trump. You got to think the things that we're seeing being carried out by Donald Trump is no different than the things that he was promising along the campaign trail. So she oughta knew that she was going to get this type of backlash. This is exactly what she wanted, guys. But definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. I also want to take this time to give a huge shout out. Thanks to all the folks who made it this far in the video. I also want to give a huge shout out and thanks to all the folks who have been wishing me well. All the prayers, the love, the remedies. I had someone leave me like things to take when you're not feeling well. I've definitely been feeling a little bit better today. Still a little bit sweaty. I woke up just drenched. So I think I broke my fever overnight. Been taking tons of, what is it called? Zinc. I think I got that in the comment section. Someone said zinc is really good for you, staying hydrated. My tea, honey, lemon. I had some ginger shots. So I'm doing it all, trying to kick this cold's butt, but it's fighting back. I'll say that much, guys. But definitely make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd enjoy more content like this, catch you guys on the next week.